Okay, this is my sixth dram of this flight tonight. I started with a Quiet Man 8-year-old Irish whiskey, and then I went to Lowen McKinnon Barley and Rye Blend, Canadian whiskey commemorating the 150th anniversary of the country of Canada. After that one, I went to a glorious, fantastic 8-year-old independent bottling of Lafroig, which was made from 2 casks. And it was a springtime distillation, and it was just wonderful. That makes 3, correct? The fourth one was Brook Laddie. It was a revisitation of the classic Laddie, which I had made a video of 6 months ago, but it didn't really do it for me. But after 6 months, it had opened up enough to be a very rewarding experience. Then, for the 5th dram, I was going to do this 17-year-old Caol Ila, which is unpeated. And I realized that the alcohol by volume is 55.9%. And the whiskey that I was going to do after this one is at 54. So I did the Jura Boutique Barrel 1993 vintage whiskey first, before attacking this 17-year-old unpeated Caol Ila, which I'm going to do now, which has, if you can see these international symbols, no cars, and you won't get pregnant from it. So you won't get hit by a car and you won't get pregnant from this. This is good. So drink this so you won't get those 2 bad things happening. Ugh. Well, pregnancy isn't necessarily a bad thing. But, yeah, you don't want it to be there unless you plan it, right? I don't know. I've never been pregnant. But I think I'm wearing that joke out, right? I think I'm wearing it out. I will continue with talking about whiskey rather than talking about things like pregnancy, of which I have no experience. Well, this is what, 55.9%. So it's got some strength to it. Let's see what we're getting here. This is my 6th and final dram of the night. You may notice that my speech is becoming just mildly slurred, and I'm acting inebriated, I know. That's because I'm in that sweet spot between being drunk and being sober, where I'm feeling really good and I'm feeling no pain. And I'm trying to pick out different scents from this, and it's not easy. But I'm getting a cotton candy. I'm getting something fruity. I won't say it's pears or apples, because I'm also getting an alcohol burn on my left nostril. It's opening up the right one too, which was blocked before. What's this I'm getting? Definitely something fruity. Tutti Frutti, or Rudy. I don't know which one, what. It's like a Del Monte fruit cup. where you've got the little pineapples and you've got the little grapes in there, and you've got a few other little things. And I always saved the cherries for last. Didn't you always save the cherries for last? I would pick through my Del Monte fruit cup, and I am definitely getting some of that cherry for last. So it's a fruity dram, and it doesn't have any of that smoke, and it doesn't have any of that peatiness that Caol Ila would normally have, but I am definitely getting a Del Monte fruit cup. Oh, very much so. Every time I take a whiff of this Del Monte fruit cup, okay. Legs. She's got legs. She knows how to use them. It's probably unchill filtered and uncolored. What does it say on here? Unpeated style, natural cask strength. And there. There's a bunch of fine writing here, and I'm going to try and get through it. Let you know what it says. Maybe I've done so 3 months ago. I don't know. A most sensual, unpeated Isla single malt. This limited edition natural cask strength Caol Ila, distilled in 1997, has been aged in ex-bourbon American oak barrels, as clean and fresh as the pale sky that follows clearing rain. The intense flavors dance boldly across the tongue like flecks of foam over wind-lashed waves. There's a bittersweet warmth in this fruity, rounded, and smooth drinking malt, which has an appetizing, salty edge. I guess I didn't read that 3 months ago. I probably didn't even see it because the printing is so fine. Well, I did get the fruity part on the nose. Oh, very fruity. I'm also getting a little bit of spearmint gum. It smells just like spearmint gum. Yep, spearmint gum and fruits. Let's give it a taste. Now this is much better than it was when I first opened it. Small sips. Cask strength, small sips. Yes, much more interesting than it was. I'm getting spearmint and juicy fruit gum. Lots of fruits. Juicy fruit. Can I pick out anything else? Oh, that'll clear your sinuses up for sure. Very clean and fresh. High alcohol. Fruity. What is that other note I'm getting? As with high ABVs and fruity whiskeys, there's some cotton candy. There's also some, dare I say it, some of that chocolate, the same kind you'd get out of a Tootsie Roll. I much underestimated this dram 3 months ago. This is getting so much better. It's growing on me and it has improved in flavor a lot. I'm going to add some water just to bring the 55.9% ABV down a wee bit. With 1 spoon, let's see what happens. Oh, with 1 spoon, I'm getting more fruits. Oh, intense. Del Monte Fruit Cup times 3. Especially those little cherries that I kept saving for last. Yes. This is delightful. And I didn't notice any of this when I first opened it 3 months ago. I was so disappointed. But this whiskey has really opened up in the bottle. Oh, yes. That 1 spoon of water has taken a lot of the burn away. Now it's gotten to the point where the alcohol carries the flavors. And what am I getting? Juicy fruit, spearmint. The fruits are indistinct, but it's just like a juicy fruit gum. Del Monte Fruit Cup. The maraschino, the little cherries. Oh, this is uncanny. More of that Tootsie Fruit, Tootsie Roll flavor. Let's experiment and put a little more water in there. See what happens. Bring the ABV down somewhat. And maybe change the flavors a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to add any more water after this. But let's see. Oh, if anything, the experience is a little bit more, it's a little richer with a little water. This is just like when you open up a Wrigley's Juicy Fruit. It smells just like this. I've never encountered this in a whiskey before. Oh, beautiful juicy fruit, exactly. Just like the gum. But I'm also getting a bit of a brininess. A little bit salty. It's not a bad thing. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, this is a nice dram. And it gets better as it goes along. Halfway down the bottle, it is 10 times better than what it was up here. When I just opened it, it was like, ugh. I spent all this money on this. I spent almost $200 on this. But now, it is an experience that I would covet. Very rich, very fruity. Cotton candy. Tootsie Roll. Juicy fruit gum. With some of that salty brininess. This is a beautiful experience. Well, you know what? I'm beginning to get tired. This has been my 6th dram this evening. I started almost 5 hours ago. Tasting whiskey. And loving it. Slantula.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.